This is what a healthy, happy horse looks like. And this? This is a horse suffering in silence. What if I told you that 80% of horse lameness starts here, in the hooves? And the worst part? Most horse owners don't even realize they're making huge mistakes that lead to pain, infections, and even permanent damage. What's coming next? The biggest hoof care myths busted. The #1 mistake that weakens hooves. You're probably doing this. A simple 3-step routine to keep your horse's hooves healthy and strong. Stay until the end, because I'll reveal an expert-backed hoof care hack that can save your horse from serious pain. But first, let's talk about why hoof care is so important. Did you know? A horse's hooves absorb over 1,000 pounds of pressure with every single step. That's like carrying the weight of a grand piano, again and again, all day long. Now imagine running a marathon every single day, but with sore, aching feet. Sounds painful, right? Well, that's exactly what happens when hooves aren't properly cared for. Fact drop. One small crack in the hoof might seem harmless, but don't be fooled. That tiny crack can turn into a deep infection spreading up the leg, and once that happens, even taking a single step can become excruciatingly painful. Then there's laminitis, one of the most dreaded hoof diseases. It doesn't just cause discomfort, it can lead to permanent damage inside the hoof. Over time, the internal structures weaken, bones shift out of place, and standing, something that should be effortless, becomes an unbearable struggle. In severe cases, it can even be life-threatening. But here's what's shocking. Most hoof problems are completely preventable. Yet so many horse owners unknowingly make mistakes every day that put their horse at risk. But here's the good news. If you know what to look for and take the right steps, you can keep your horse's hooves strong, healthy, and pain-free for life. So stick with me because in the next few minutes, we're going to break it all down. The biggest hoof care myths. Debunked. The #1 mistake that weakens hooves. And chances are, you're doing it right now. A simple, expert-approved 3-step routine to keep hooves healthy, strong, and sound. Your horse depends on you for good hoof care. And once you understand what's really happening inside those hooves, you'll never look at hoof care the same way again. So let's get started. Most horse owners don't even realize they're doing these things, but these simple mistakes could be destroying their horse's hooves. Mistake #1. Ignoring daily hoof cleaning. Would you walk barefoot on gravel without checking your feet? Probably not. Yet so many horses are forced to walk on rough, dirty terrain with hooves full of mud, rocks, and debris. And the worst part? Most owners don't even notice the damage until it's too late. Solution. A simple 1-minute daily check can prevent serious problems. Use a hoof pick every day to clear out mud, manure, and small stones that can get stuck in the hoof. Look for any cracks, unusual smells, or heat. These could be signs of infection or inflammation. Pro tip: if you notice a foul smell, it could be thrush, a bacterial infection that thrives in dirty, damp hooves. Regular cleaning can help prevent it before it becomes a painful problem. Mistake #2. Bad farrier scheduling. Waiting too long between trims can lead to serious imbalances. Many owners think, "Oh, my horse's hooves look fine. I'll wait a little longer before calling the farrier." But here's the truth. Hooves don't stop growing. Overgrown hooves can cause cracks that invite bacteria and infections, painful shifts in weight distribution, increased risk of lameness and joint strain. Solution. Stick to a consistent farrier schedule, every 6 to 8 weeks. Even if your horse's hooves seem fine, regular trims prevent uneven wear and imbalances that can lead to long-term damage. Pro tip: if your horse is prone to hoof issues, work with your farrier on a customized trimming plan. Small adjustments can make a big difference in hoof health. Mistake #3. Poor diet and nutrition. Your horse's hooves are only as strong as their diet. Think about it. Hooves are made of keratin, the same protein that makes up human hair and nails. If a horse's diet lacks essential nutrients, their hooves will be weak, brittle, and prone to cracking. Solution: feed a hoof-healthy diet that includes biotin. Helps strengthen hooves and promotes growth omega-3 fatty acids. Reduce inflammation and improve hoof elasticity. Zinc and copper. Essential for hoof wall integrity and growth checkmark. A balanced diet. Avoid too much sugar and starch, as they can contribute to laminitis light bulb pro tip. Hoof supplements can help, but they take time, 3 to 6 months, to show results. Be patient and consistent. How to keep your horse's hooves strong, healthy, and pain-free. Your horse's hooves take thousands of steps every single day. With each step, they absorb over 1,000 pounds of pressure. So, if their hooves aren't properly cared for, they can quickly become weak, painful, and even lead to serious lameness. But the good news? Keeping your horse's hooves strong and healthy doesn't have to be complicated. It all comes down to 3 simple steps. Step 1. The daily hoof check. Just 1 minute a day. A few seconds of hoof care each day can prevent months of pain and expensive vet bills. It's one of the easiest things you can do, yet so many owners overlook it. Use a hoof pick to remove debris. Check for cracks, heat, or bad smells. Why is this so important? Horses constantly walk through dirt, mud, and manure. If debris gets trapped in the hoof and isn't cleaned out, it can cause serious infections like thrush, a smelly, painful bacterial infection that eats away at the hoof tissue. Pro tip: after cleaning, take a second to press gently on different parts of the hoof. If your horse flinches or pulls away, it could indicate bruising, abscesses, or early signs of lameness. Catching these early can make all the difference. Step 2. Schedule regular farrier visits. Every 6 to 8 weeks. A good farrier isn't just about trimming hooves. It's about keeping your horse balanced, comfortable, and moving correctly. Avoid imbalances and overgrowth. Prevent painful conditions like laminitis. What happens if hooves aren't trimmed regularly? Overgrown hooves shift weight in unnatural ways, putting extra strain on joints, tendons, and ligaments. This can lead to cracks, infections, and even permanent damage over time. Worse, it increases the risk of laminitis, a painful, often irreversible condition that affects the sensitive laminae inside the hoof. How do you know it's time for a trim? Look at your horse's hooves. Do they look long, cracked, or uneven? Is your horse standing or walking differently? Are the shoes loose or worn down unevenly? If you notice any of these signs, call your farrier ASAP. Step 3. The right diet for hoof strength. Your horse's hooves are a reflection of their overall health. If they're weak, brittle, or cracking, the first thing to check is their diet. Feed biotin, zinc, omega-3s. Provide clean, dry bedding to prevent infections. Why does nutrition matter? Hooves are made of keratin, the same protein that makes up hair and nails. If a horse isn't getting the right nutrients, their hooves won't grow strong and resilient. The best nutrients for hoof health. Biotin. Support strong, fast-growing hooves, at least 20 milligrams per day. Omega-3s. Reduce inflammation and improve hoof elasticity. Zinc and copper. Essential for hoof wall strength and repair. A balanced diet. Too much sugar or starch can contribute to laminitis, so avoid excess grain. Pro tip: hoof supplements take 3 to 6 months to show results, so be patient and consistent. Bonus tips for ultimate hoof health. Protect hooves from extreme conditions. Wet, muddy conditions weaken hooves and lead to softness and infections. Hard, dry ground can cause cracks and soreness. Solution: provide a dry, clean area for turnout and stable your horse when the ground is extreme. Use hoof conditioners for extra strength. If your horse's hooves are too dry, apply a moisturizing hoof oil to prevent cracks. If hooves are too soft, use a hoof hardener to build strength. Always apply to clean hooves for best results. Monitor hoof growth year-round. Hoof growth slows in winter and speeds up in summer, so adjust trimming schedules accordingly. Regular exercise helps increase blood flow, promoting better hoof growth and overall soundness. Hoof care is not optional. It's the foundation of your horse's health. If you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor. Comment below. What's the biggest hoof issue you've faced? Like and share. Help another horse owner. Subscribe and turn on notifications. More expert horse care tips are coming.